Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Garrett DJ Deuce. Got another pickup video for you guys. It is Monday, December 15th, 2014. I normally shoot my pickup videos on Sunday, but I was busy all day yesterday rearranging the game room, getting it ready for a couple of updated game room tour videos. I split my game room into two. So I have the main room, which has all the PlayStation, Xbox, Atari systems, Sega systems, my arcade cabinets and kiosks. So that's going to be covered in part one of the video. And then part two will cover my Nintendo room, which I shifted to my office space next door. So I wanted to kind of separate the two collections from each other so that I can reopen the space. As you saw from the previous video, everything was cramped up and it had that like video game store feel. So I kind of wanted to get rid of that, open it up, let some light back into the room so that the collection shines more beautifully. So very happy with the results, and hopefully I won't keep having to shift things around all the time. Space is limited, even though I have 4 rooms downstairs. My wife does not want me to claim all the rooms, so I have to kind of like play around with the space now. So stay tuned for those two videos. Hopefully I'll have those updated, uploaded by Friday or Saturday this week, depending on how busy I get. So anyways, on to the pickups. Very interesting week last week. I picked up 2 kiosks that were on Craigslist in 1 week. Kiosks don't pop up very often on Craigslist, so every time I see those, I have to get them, depending on what they are. I picked up a Rock Band 2 kiosk a long time ago off of Craigslist. As soon as that popped up, I had to jump on it because, like I said, these don't come up very often. Tons of collectors in the spring, so as soon as I see those come up, gotta get on it. So the 2 kiosks that I picked up this week, one was a PlayStation 2 kiosk, which I picked up for $140, and then the second kiosk that I picked up this weekend was $200. Plus I gave some DS games as a token of my appreciation for having the woman hold it for me for 3 days, because I saw it on Craigslist last Wednesday. So she held it till Saturday, and then I picked it up on Saturday. So let's start off with the PS2 kiosk. Been looking for these for a long time. As you can tell, I'm a big Sony fan. I've got tons of PlayStation 1 games, tons of PlayStation 2 games, big Sony fan. 20 years ago, standing in line at one of the shopping malls in Pleasanton, California, you know, had one of the original boxes in my hand and was just cradling it like a baby. Got a couple of games with it, because after Nintendo, you know, I was looking for the next thing that I can get hooked on, and the PlayStation was it. So this was on Craigslist for $160 or best offer. It was about 2 hours old, so I was kind of worried that I missed out. Actually, it was more than 2 hours old. I think it was like 6 hours old. So I thought I missed out on a golden opportunity, because I've been looking for one of these forever. So I text messaged a guy saying, hey, you know, do you still have the kiosk? I'm very interested. I'm a diehard Sony fan, blah, 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 blah. So he texted me back saying he still had it. There was a guy in front of me that he was going to sell it to, so he would let me know if that fell through or not. So he asked me, he was like, hey, so you're a Sony fan? Let me see some of your collection. So I took a couple pictures of my game room, and he was just blown away by all the PlayStation 2 games and PlayStation 1 games that I had. So after a few hours, he finally texted me back saying, you know, I'm going to sell it to you, because I want it to go to a good home. You know, you seem to be, you know, passionate about the PlayStation as much as I am. I really hated to sell this, so, you know, I really wanted to go to a good home and someone who will appreciate it, so he ended up selling it to me. So this was on a Tuesday night last week. I told him that I would give him half the money, you know, because I did not expect to purchase this, so I had to do some Facebook sales and get some, you know, get some PayPal money in so that I can pay for the whole kiosk. So I had $70 on me, so I told him I would meet him at his work. He's a tattoo artist on the side, so I met up at his work, and we talked about PlayStation for a while, and I finally gave him the $70. He gave me his home address, and he told me to meet him at his house the next day, which was Wednesday. So during my lunchtime, I decided to go there, and we met up. I followed him to his storage unit. He had me take a look at everything, and he was really, really sad to see it go, but he needed money, so paid him the $70. I told him it's going to a good home and everything, don't worry. He did not have the keys for it, but he said that he would give them to me as soon as he found them. So we ended up popping the lock on it so that I could check everything out. And so he helped me load it up as well. So thank him for that. His name is John, by the way. And he told me that he would look for the keys, and he thinks he had the original demo disc somewhere for it too. So as soon as he finds those two items, he'll definitely give me a call. He saved my number, by the way. And he also told me that if I ever decided to sell it, you know, back on Craigslist or whatever down the line, if I end up selling it myself, which I'm not, this is definitely staying in my collection. But he told me if I ever ended up selling it, to give him a call or a text, because he would buy it back for me. So could definitely tell he was a little bit hesitant to sell it, but he was very glad that it was going to the right person, and I'm glad he picked me, for buying it, because it'll definitely be appreciated. I already cleaned it. I have to get rid of some sticker residue that's on it, but basically, the kiosk, all the lights work. This has a blue light over here that lights up this clear marquee. I've got Shining Force EXO right now playing on the PlayStation 2. It did not come with the kiosk. I just popped this in randomly, just picked some random game to pop in there to demo. It's got the God of War marquee. These are interchangeable, so I'm going to probably find some more so I can swap these out and change them every once in a while. Came with the system. The two controllers, they're kind of beat up, but I have tons of PlayStation 2 controllers, so I'm definitely going to swap these out. Obviously, the rubbers on these two joysticks are off. So, but they're fairly easy to replace. These arms come off, so I will definitely swap them out with some brand new black ones. So very, very happy with that. And it also came with a PlayStation 2 box. I guess when he bought the kiosk, he bought it from a retail store in Colorado Springs. Pretty much where Entertainment is now. There was a Media Mart store before that, and when that went out of business, he purchased it. So I don't think they sold him the system that came with it. So he actually bought a system and put it in there and gave me the box. So got an empty box for a PlayStation 2 Fat that came with this kiosk. So very, very, very happy. All right. So the second kiosk I picked up in Denver, which is about 65 miles away from me. And here is that video of that kiosk. It's in the other room, so I shot a separate video for it, so check it out. Alright, so this is the GameCube kiosk that I picked up for $200 in Denver. Denver is about 65 miles away from where I live, so it was a 130-mile round-trip pickup, basically. This was on Craigslist for $300. I saw it on Wednesday, and it was a few hours old. So I texted the woman and asked her what her lowest would be on it, because she said, or best offer. She replied back with $200. So I was, pretty happy that it was even available, because something like this, a GameCube kiosk, doesn't pop up very often, especially on Craigslist. People tend to hold on to these. So it was kind of weird how, this is the second kiosk in the same week that I found on Craigslist. Probably because it's a Christmas season and everyone is trying to get rid of some other things that they don't really care much about so they can get Christmas gifts. And that was the case with this one. She just wanted Christmas gifts for her daughter. So I asked her if she could hold it till Saturday, because that was the only time I could really make it out there. And she said that was fine. And so I told her that I would pick out, 8 or 9 DS games, complete in box, kid-based games for her daughter as a token of my appreciation for holding it for me. So that morning, my car broke down, actually. I had a clogged, I thought it was a clogged catalytic converter, but it actually ended up being something to do with the coils and the spark plugs. So that's in the shop right now. I ended up picking this up in my wife's SUV. So that was, we still made it happen. It was just real weird timing. But it was actually the woman's husband's. He was selling it, so he helped me load it up in the SUV, and it actually came with a couple of games too that I'll show after this video. So very, very happy to finally acquire one of these. One of the controller arms is broken, unfortunately. This one's intact, so I'll probably have to look for another one on eBay. That's my cleaning thing down there. I have to clean this still, I have to wipe it down. But it came with the GameCube, all the hookups, the original TV for it, and it came with 4 games. So I'll cover what those games are when this video continues. So, alright, so that GameCube kiosk also came with some games. Came with Spyro, A Hero's Tale, which is actually in the GameCube right now, and Shrek 2, a loose copy of this. Actually came with 4 games total. I don't know if I said 3 or not. Madden NFL 2006. And finally, Mario Kart Double Dash. I already have this game, so I'm probably going to sell this. I could probably sell this for about $35 on Amazon to make some of that money back from the $200 that I spent. Very, very happy to get that GameCube kiosk. As you know, the video showed, I'm a huge GameCube fan as well. Got them all complete, except for the fillers and cross-platform titles, but I've got all the GameCube exclusives. So, very, very fortunate to add that. And it's just weird how, you know, that kiosk popped up the same day that I picked up this kiosk. As soon as I came back from work, from picking that up, I was looking on Craigslist for some other stuff, you know, and then that was in the Denver Craigslist section, you know, for $300. And that one was about 2 hours old. I think the ad was about 2 hours old. So I texted the woman and was very, very lucky that, you know, she still had it. You know, she didn't get any serious offers for it. And I was very, very happy that she held it for me for the 3 days as well. My car broke down that morning. By the way, it was weird because on Saturday, you know, I texted the woman at, she told me to text her really early. So it's about an hour and a half away from where I live. So I texted her about 5:30 telling her I'm going to be leaving my house soon, so I should be there about 7:30-ish because I was in a rush. I had a whole bunch of stuff to do that morning. And unfortunately, my car started acting up. So I believe the coil pack and spark plugs went out. So I was only running on 2 cylinders, so my car was running really crappy. So I was bummed out. I drove it home because I went to the bank to get some money, and I went to go gas up. And then when I went to go gas up was when I noticed that my car was running really slow. I thought I blew a head gasket or a seal. I was really, really upset, but I managed to get it home. I texted the woman saying I'm having car problems. Can I pick it up later on? She said that was fine. So I actually took off at 8 o'clock a.m., got there about 9:20. It was actually the husband's GameCube kiosk, so he helped me load it up as well. Really cool guy. I gave him all the DS games that I promised the woman that I would give her daughter as a way of saying thank you for holding it for me. So I got back home on time as well. So my car's still in the shop right now. It's actually getting everything replaced today, so hopefully I can pick it up today, and hopefully I can pick it up after I film this video. So let's move on. Aside from the 2 GameCube kiosks, I found some other things, not anything like extravagant or Holy Grail type. To me, I'm already happy that I got the Holy Grail of, you know, the PS2 stuff, which is a kiosk. So I'm not sure if there's more than one variant of this, but definitely going to be on the lookout and see if there's any more different types of PS2 kiosks. I still need a PS1 kiosk and a PS3 kiosk, so hopefully those will pop up soon too, or whatever. I can be patient and wait till one pops up eventually, but I do have a want ad running on Craigslist looking for kiosks, so hopefully I can get a couple responses out of that. So anyways, moving along. There was a new Goodwill that opened up off of Austin Bluffs and Academy. Really huge game. I'm sorry, really huge game Goodwill store. I was kind of reluctant at first because I thought, you know, most of the Goodwills here are really high priced, so I didn't know if I wanted to stop and check it out. But my wife was with me, and she was like, "Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out." And this is all on a Saturday. After I picked up my wife from work, since I was using her car, we decided to go thrift store. Like, we went on a date night. So part of the date night was eating Vietnamese food and then hitting up all the thrift stores so that she can find stuff and I can find stuff, which is cool because I'm so fortunate to have a wife who loves going to thrift stores as much as I do. So she found some pretty good stuff too. A lot of practical stuff, a lot of, you know, designer clothes that she's going to actually, you know, she'll wear and stuff. She doesn't resell or anything. So I picked up a couple of games in the game section over there, and they were pretty decently priced, which really surprised me. Let's start off with this ice blue Nintendo 64 controller. My wife actually found this for me. It was in a bin with miscellaneous knickknacks or whatever, so this was misfiled. I guess somebody just passed on it or whatever, but $1.99. $1.99 for this controller. So I thank her for finding that for me. She's always looking out for me whenever she goes out thrift storing, thrift store shopping and stuff. If she finds any games, she'll call me and say, hey, do you want this game? Or are you looking for that game? And then sometimes she just knows what I want and brings home stuff, and I'm like, whoa, So she definitely is getting a little more hip and knowledgeable to the whole retro game stuff. So, anyways, I also picked up a Disney Sing It Party Hits with the microphone, brand new factory sealed. This was $2.99 at that same Goodwill. And I found an Atari 2600 game that I did not have. It's called Basic Math. This was $1.99. A couple of Wii games. Endless Ocean Blue World for $1.99. Movie games. 20 Party Blockbusters for $1.99. And finally, Dynasty Tactics 2 for the PlayStation 2. I think I already have this. I just didn't plug it in my app inventory. But this is a double now. So I'm probably going to put this up for trade. Yeah, I do already have a copy. So I picked this up for $1.99 as well. So $1.99 games are not bad at all. There was a lot. I think a lot of people picked through that stuff already though, because tons of sports games for the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, original Xbox. So I'm pretty sure that there might have been some other goodies there that got sniped or whatever. So, all right, let's cover some pawn shop pickups before I get into the ARC stuff, which is always fun. From one pawn shop called Acme Super Pawn, I picked up a copy of Steel Diver for the Nintendo 3DS for $1.95. Also picked up Into the Blue, the PSP UMD video. This is a really good movie. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Love this movie, not just because of Jessica Alba, by the way. This is a really good action flick. Gorgeous underwater scenes and everything. And I'm from Hawaii, so I can appreciate all that stuff. But this was $1.99. From the same pawn shop, I bought a copy of The Third Birthday. He said make an offer on it. I said $3. He said $4. I said fine. So $4 is what I paid for this. Let's see. All right, so let's go over. Oh, here's some more pawn shop pickups. I found a complete in-box Onyx DS Lite at a pawn shop, and surprisingly, they only charged me $40 for this. It's got the booklets, everything. The DS is in awesome shape. Screen has no scratches on it. The cover, the front and back is still glossy. Just real crisp unit, and the serial numbers match. So this is, and the box is really minty fresh too. But I paid $40 for this. And then I also picked up an obscure Game Boy game for $2. This is Fish Dude from the same pawn shop. And my wife was with me during all this stuff, so she gets to see me in action, bartering and talking, and she made fun of me one day on one pickup, which were these pickups, because she's like, you're so nice to all these people and everything, even though they're so cutthroat with their prices and everything, and they still manage to give you a deal. I don't get it, and I always tell her it's all about being friendly. And not being a jerk all the time, I mean, even the high-priced pawn shops that upset me, I can still kind of get them to give me, a good deal on it if I threaten to walk away or whatever. So, anyway, so that's pretty much all the pawn shop pickups. Oh, I'm like rambling on. I'm trying to hurry up with this video, but it's actually taking longer. I forgot that I picked this up at the Goodwill, that new Goodwill. This is T2, the Ultimate Collection DVD. It's the double disc, and this was the double disc edition that has the original and the Ultimate edition, which has a lot of deleted scenes, added in there. This was only $1.99 at that Goodwill. These are ARC pickups. All right, let's do a trade coverage. A woman named Raina in my Facebook channel was looking for a DS Lite, so I gave her a DS Lite with a bunch of games that came with it, included with it, and she also won a PS1 Mini in the Black Friday contest I held weeks ago. So I also shipped that to her as well as some extra games for it. And so in return, she gave me Guardians Crusade for the PS1. I've been looking for this one. And Diablo for the PS1. Definitely been looking for this one as well. So thank you, Raina, for the trade. We're going to do another trade for a pair of Super Nintendo games. So I have to send her some pictures of some things that I have extras of, and then we can make that happen. So, all right. So finally, we're going to do ARC pickups. This week, this past Saturday, the ARC had sales on every color tag except for pink, which is ironic because most of these pickups that I'm about to show you are pink tags, but they were priced really low anyways, so it didn't matter. So any color except pink and green were half off. So let's start off with this Play It Loud yellow Game Boy that I found at one of the ARCs. And it only cost me $4.99. I don't know if you guys can see that. $4.99. This is a pink tagged item, so it unfortunately was not on sale. But still, $5 for a Play It Loud is a good deal, and it matches my sweater. Just kidding. I already have this, so this is actually going to a member in my Facebook channel. We're doing a trade for this already. So this is already gone. Sound and video work just fine. But it's complete battery cover and everything. No battery acid, you know, in the battery packs or anything. So $5. From that same ARC, I picked up 3 Sega Genesis controllers. These were all priced at $1.99. Pink tag. Let's see. So $1.99 over there. So I picked up 3 of these. They're all $1.99 a piece. So that's 1, 2, and 3. $1.99 each. You can always use extra controllers because you never know when stuff breaks, especially if you can get them really cheap too. From that same ARC, I also picked up Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2 for the original Game Boy, and that was only 99 cents. 99 cents. Oh, I picked this up from the same ARC as well. I picked up a bunch of stuff. Picked this up from there, picked this up from there. All one ARC. Okay. And these were from another ARC. Alright, so I also picked up a silver PlayStation 2 controller. It's in really clean shape, no scratches, nothing. Usually the buttons are all worn out, you know, around the button area it's all worn off, the paint's worn off, but this one's crisp and clean. Haven't tested it yet, but definitely happy to pick this up for $2.99. Pink tag, not on sale. Alright, also picked up Twisted Metal 2, Greatest Hits for the PS1. This was $1.99. And I picked up a sealed copy of Age of Wonders 2, The Wizard's Throne, for the PC. It's sealed, and it also came with a strategy guide. This was $1.99, but blue tags were half off that day, so this was only $1. And the cashier that was helping me finally said, you know, there's a guy here that had, passed up on some old games, and so I haven't put it back in the cage yet. And I was like, hey, can I see him? So she showed me this folio, this little CD holder, and this was $2.99. I don't know if you can see that, but $2.99. Yellow was half off that day, so this was only $1.50. So it had a bunch of PlayStation games and PlayStation 2 games, and I think one original Xbox game. So let's go over this. It's Crash Team Racing for the PS1, Tomb Raider for the PS1, Loaded for the PS1, NHL Face-Off 97, Road Rash Jailbreak for the PlayStation 1, and Resident Evil 2, this is the disc 2, I think I have a disc 1, so that I can complete that even though it'll be loose. But I have a complete already back there on the shelf. Battle Arena Toshinden 2 for the PlayStation 1. Siphon Filter for the PlayStation 1. Alright, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon for the PlayStation 2. Namco Museum Volume 1 for the PlayStation 1. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for the PlayStation 2. And finally, for the original Xbox, The Sims Busting Out. So the condition of these discs are so-so. I know a couple will probably have to be resurfaced, but $1.50 for all these games. So could not complain about that at all. And very happy that the woman noticed that I was buying all these game stuff, and she said, "Hey, you know, some guy passed up on this. You know, I don't know if you were interested." And I was like, "Yep." All right. So went to a different arc. And I picked up, let's see, those are all from, okay. So I picked up these PS2 games from another arc, and these were all yellow tags, $2.99 a piece, so basically I only paid $1.50 each. So I have ESPN College Hoops, and that was $2.99. I don't know if you can see the tag there, but that's complete. I got The Sims with no manual. That's $2.99, half off $1.50. And finally, Smash Court Tennis Pro Tournament. This was also $2.99. I'm not sure what happened to the sticker, and it does not have a manual either. So this was also $1.50. All right, and finally, my wife and I, finished our date night. Shopping at the Arc way up north of Academy, and we ate Vietnamese food and everything earlier, and then we decided to hit up some more thrift stores going north. So our last stop was an Arc that I love going to. I scored a lot of good things from that Arc, like Wu-Tang Clan, the Wu-Tang Clan game. I scored on a bunch of other games there in the CD section. Got those PAL PS1 games from there last week. So definitely my favorite spot to go to. I got the Smash Brothers for $20 over there. So I found some things over there as well. Not as high up there as far as like what I've been finding lately, but still good pickups nonetheless. I did pick up a Platinum GameCube controller for $1.99, and orange is half off, so this was only $1. Alright, also picked up Halloween, the limited edition. This is the original Michael Myers Halloween release in a 2 video cassette format with a bunch of inserts and everything. So I'm definitely keeping this. It comes with like the official merchandise and stuff from the movie. Everyone is entitled to a good scare with Michael Myers silhouette on the back. So this was a yellow tag, $1.99. So this only costed me $1. Definitely keeping this one. Even though my wife says, "You should sell it." I'm like, nah, I think that's just too unique for me to let go. So, also in the DVD section, I found the King of Fighters Maximum Impact bonus behind-the-scenes DVD. This was $3.99, half off, $2. So I'm finally glad to get the bonus disc that came with this game here. King of Fighters Maximum Impact. I think both of these go into a sleeve, like a 2-game box or something. So anyhow, I'm glad to find this, and this was only $2. It is complete, manual and everything, and the disc is in mint condition, no scratches. So happy to find that. Now I just have to track down the 2-game box for that. I also found a copy of Flushed Away for the GameCube, $1.99, not half off. It's complete with the manual and everything. And finally, a copy of Finding Nemo for the GameCube, Player's Choice. This was $1.99, not half off, and it is missing the manual. So that's pretty much it for now. like I said, the highlights of last week were definitely the two GameCube kiosks. I mean, the two kiosks. There were two kiosks that I've been looking for a while, so hopefully more of these pop up so that I can add them to the game room. Tons that I'm still looking for. I still want a Wii kiosk. I still want a Dreamcast kiosk, a Sega Saturn kiosk. I mean, there's so many kiosks that I'm looking for right now. And I probably have space to maybe get 4 more, hopefully, if the wife doesn't really trip on me. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this week, guys. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely got some good stuff coming up. I'm going to do some gameplay, reviews. I'm going to do a couple of... I'm going to have the 2 updated game room tours coming up, as well as some other things. So stay tuned, and happy hunting. Peace.